Hello everyone, my beautiful people, my gorgeous people. Welcome once again to this, your channel, Philosopher 777. Today, we are going to talk about how Gerardo Blade dismantled the disqualification of María Corina Machado. That's right, Gerardo Blade, lawyer and head of the opposition delegation in an out-of-funk Mexico dialogue table, highlighted that neither María Corina Machado nor anyone else can be administratively disqualified, as this represents an undue restriction of political rights. The former mayor of Barbuda stated that the deprivation of the exercise of political rights is an exclusive measure of a judicial criminal sentence. He emphasized that this is enshrined in Article 65 of the National Constitution of 1999 and has been a sustained position by the opposition since its enactment. In this sense, Gerardo Blade emphasized that neither María Corina Machado nor anyone else should be administratively disqualified, as this represents an undue restriction on political rights. Gerardo Blade's statement comes amidst the controversy generated by the political disqualification imposed on María Corina Machado by the regime of Nicolás Maduro on Friday, June 30th. According to the opposition's denunciation, this measure aims to prevent her from participating in the opposition's primary election scheduled for October of this year. Gerardo Blade's stance today regarding what happened to María Corina Machado reinforces the defense of political rights and legality in the exercise of politics in Venezuela. The opposition delegation continues to advocate for guaranteeing an electoral process that is fair, transparent, and where absolutely all citizens have the opportunity to participate and exercise their democratic rights without any arbitrary restrictions. Note: Gerardo Blade has stated that the only way she could be disqualified is not through a decision by the comptroller's office because two toads, two scorpions, and filthy rats came to ask for it and see how they disqualified her or when they disqualified her. Nobody believes that Chinese story. It doesn't work. There has to be a judicial ruling. There has to be a trial first to corroborate all those stupid conjectures. If she really is half of what that document says, and if she had been involved in the corruption incidents that the document mentions, why haven't they arrested her since 2015 when they already knew that in 2019, as the fortune teller told her, she was going to support Guaido during the interim presidency? They were going to steal the money, the concert, and everything they invented, that pile of money that María Corina and Guaido allegedly stole. But if they knew she was so corrupt and was going to harm the country, why haven't they arrested her? She has been walking around everywhere in Venezuela. They have blocked her from entering different areas of the country, but there she is, standing in front of the guard, the army, the police, speaking her truths. You know why? Because nobody has the guts to touch her. If they touch her, they will get into trouble. María Corina is not Guaido. Understand that, Maduro. If you mess with María Corina, you could get yourself into a big mess here in Venezuela, more than you can imagine. And not only in Venezuela, I believe internationally. Remember that when the CIA plane came a few weeks ago, Mr. Cohen, the deputy director of the CIA, came and told the little monkey at Maquisha during a 50-minute meeting, and I shared it with you. Mr. Cohen told her, don't touch María Corina, because if you do, everything falls apart. Negotiations fall apart, sanctions relief falls apart, everything they are discussing to see if they can hand over Alexa falls apart. Don't touch María Corina. Later, we'll talk about that. Let's see what social media says. Blue James says, he's the one who calls himself the Patriot on this social network. He's just another bootlicking Chavista. Yes, we've noticed. We've noticed because he was constantly attacking the opposition. Here, someone identified as A says, the so-called disqualification of María Corina does not change the disaster or the ruin that our country exhibits, nor does it announce an improvement in the quality of life for Venezuelans. This disqualification only confirms that for 24 years, the only ones responsible for the genocide, misery, backwardness, exodus, and separation of the Venezuelan family are the Chavista military traitor Chavez from Sabaneta, now deceased, and the detestable Cuban pimps, the parasitic Venezuelan military, Maduro, the donkey grazing in Miraflores. That was a good one, I liked it. The sick-minded criminals Jorge and Delcy Rodriguez, the crazy psychiatrist and the little monkey. The narco-castrochavista scum. Tragic bathrobe, the one in the red shirt and red cap, and the one with the hat and sandals. And this applies to you, Mr. Chavista. You are also to blame for this mess. It says, golden opportunity not to participate in primary elections and give all the support to Maria Corina and pressure her day and night to make her go. I don't quite understand what they meant with that phrase, but once again, it says that the Bar Association should take the letter and pronounce itself on the abuses of power and corruption by these traffickers. Let me ask, where are we? I don't know if this person, who identifies as knows the country anymore. They don't live in Venezuela. Here in Venezuela, there is no rule of law. The Bar Association will not file a lawsuit or take the case to judges who are Chavistas appointed by the Chavista Supreme Court of Justice. Do you think a judge will go against Maduro's machinery and risk ending up in prison, accused of corruption, having their homes searched down to the smallest dust particle, like what happened to Tarek William Saab and all his people? Note that they are not saints, but they were thoroughly investigated, every last bit, because they knew for many years that Tarek William Saab was stealing money. He was using the state's checkbook, PDVSA's checkbook, to steal money. So now they are coming to take away the 20-something billion. Why? Because during the exam, they wanted to give him a little surprise. Maduro wanted to take him down easily during that trip to Turkey that happened recently. But well, you know this. I saw it on El Capo's show, El Secreto Revelado. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you look for it on YouTube. El Secreto Revelado del Capo, so you can find out what's been happening. This is what has happened. This is what Gerardo Gladys has said about Maria Corina's situation. Leave your opinion in the comments section, as always. A big hug, my rib-breaking embrace, a cheek-breaking kiss. I love you all. Blessings until next time. And don't forget to visit autodidactamillenarios.com. I remind you that if you are in Venezuela, Cuba, or Nicaragua, you should watch the video first before accessing the courses because in the video, I explain how to download a VPN completely free here in Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua so that you can watch the videos and access the classes without any issues. Otherwise, if you don't do that and you are in one of these 3 countries, you won't be able to see the course information. You need a VPN, and in the video, I explain step by step how to do it, and it's very easy and free. So take advantage of this opportunity. Until next time, autodidactamillenarios.com is the solution. Blessings.